all my wonderful viewers. Henry Mosu is my name, and today I'm going to discuss about the Fulani Herdsmen. This is a subject that a lot of people may not like to hear. When people hear that name Fulani Herdsmen, what comes to their mind? Like, oh, violent people, these people are bad, these people are killers and all of that. But the question I want to ask anyone listening to me now is, were these people that bad in the 60s, in the 70s, and the 80s? Well, when I was growing up, I never had anything negative about these people. And you can also confess that, right? So all these things started, let's say, within 20 years ago or thereabout. So now the question is, why? Why is it that suddenly these people begin to, things begin to change? Why is it that the Fulani herdsmen do not have a good image today? Well, first and foremost, I'm going to talk about the origin of the Fulani herdsmen. So then before I will now bring out the problems and then the solutions. So the origin of the Fulani as a tribe or a kingdom started somewhere in Senegal, and that was in the 14th to 16th century. So these people are known for farming. They are nomadics, and they also like to train animals of all kinds, be it cow, goat, sheep, and all of that. So this is what they do best, and they migrate, they travel here and there, and this is why you find them in virtually everywhere in West Africa, especially. So you find them in almost all the countries in West Africa. And of course, they came to Nigeria sometimes within the 16th century. So they actually tend to spend more time, or they tend to be more adaptive with the northern system, the Hausas. And this is the reason why in Nigeria, it's only the Hausas that have a better relationship, they have a stronger relationship with the Fulani tribe because of this, the relationship in their culture, the culture is a bit similar to each other and their way of life. And this is the reason why they marry each other and they also live together. So at some point in time, you may not even be able to tell the difference between a Hausa and a Fulani. This is the reason why we call it Hausa Fulani, because now they begin to intermarry each other, and at some point in time you cannot tell the difference between a Hausa man and a Fulani man. But in today's video, I'm just trying to be neutral. So it's not like I'm going to support the Fulani, and it's not like I am going to say they are also good. So I'm going to play a neutral role here. So, well knowing fully well the origin, which I just explained, now I'm going to talk about the problem. It's very, very important to know the reason why they have gotten a lot of negative views about people. So, just like I said also before, these people, they like to travel with their animals, their goats, their sheep, their cows, and all of that. And it's just their way of life. But where I see the problem is, in the past, these people have been ridiculed. They have actually faced a lot of humiliation from people of different tribes. So it is true that a lot of people do not want to just have intruders or foreigners just jump into their land and begin to claim ownership, right? It's normal, I understand it. And this is the basic problem they have with many people, because they are virtually foreigners in every country. But at the same time, wherever they are is their country. So anywhere a Fulani man meets himself, that is his country, because he settles there, and he will also want to be a citizen of that country, that place. So, because of the intimidations and the ridicules they faced in the past due to their migration issues, this is the major reason why we have these people now violent. So it's not like they choose to be violent with people, because like I asked everyone before, were they that violent in the 80s, in the 70s, in the 60s? When I was growing up, I never heard about that, never. And I believe anyone watching this would also confess that. So definitely it started from somewhere, right? Every problem started from somewhere. And there being this kind of people who do not like to be intimidated, then this is the reason why they tend not to succumb. So they do not go down to intimidations. Like, they would not want to accept for people to intimidate them. And this is the reason why they also respond to violence. So their actions is a response to the way they were treated or welcomed. So this is where I'm going to end this video. Feel free to comment and tell me whatever you feel. And you can also share and subscribe my video if you enjoy it. Have a wonderful time and remain blessed. Bye.